Hey everyone, it's Mano. We're back inside of Destiny 1 here for July 25th in our weekly vendor reset. We're going to go ahead and go through all the best gear and weapons that you can get this week, including tier 12 gear, all the things that you need to know about that, plus everything that you should pick up this week in terms of weapons, especially since Mayhem Clash is back. So we're going to start over at the Crucible Quartermaster as we always do, and we're always going to take a look at that palindrome roll. It is a medium strong roll. It does have True Sight, it has Sure Shot, which is what I use, Quick Draw, Relentless Tracker, Partial Refund, Reinforced Barrel, Casket Mag, and Luck in the Chamber. These are pretty good perks. They're not as good as a Rangefinder or the Rifled Barrel that we had a couple of weeks ago, but if you have not picked up a Palindrome, this is a good week to do it. So make sure you pick that up. In addition, the Party Favor is a very, very good roll this week. We've got MD Reflex, Sure Shot IS, and OEG Rifle Scope with 2 reload perks here, Outlaw and Feeding Frenzy with Small Bore, Feather Mag, and Counterbalance. You're definitely going to want to run Small Bore, Counterbalance. I like to run Feeding Frenzy and not Outlaw because Feeding Frenzy are credited with any kills instead of just precision kills from Outlaw. So food for thought on that one. These other guns, not super good. This is the week of sidearms with crowd control and reactive reload. So honestly, any sidearm that you like this week, except for the new Monarchy one, is definitely one you want to pick up this week. We've got reactive reloaded, hand-loaded, Casket Mag, Zen Moment, crowd control, True Sight IS, Sure Shot IS, and Quick Draw. But these perks together are very, very strong, and you're going to see that there's some other sidearms this week that are very, very strong. Pick up the Event Horizon this week if you want to go into the Nightfall and wreck. We've got the Hawkeye, we've got Short Gaze Scope, we've got Ambush, we've got Triple Tap, Spray and Play, Armor Piercing Rounds, Perfect Balance, as well as Firefly. Since Void Burn is on, it's a very, very nice roll. We're going to go ahead and go on over to the other vendors and take a look at what they have. Stopping by Roni5530, the Vanguard Quartermaster. I hope he doesn't get blown up when the tower gets blown up, but he probably will. So we love you. We love you, Roni. Thank you so much. All right, we've got the Continental, which has got a pretty strong roll on it. It's got Braced Frame, Persistence, Rifled Barrel, Battle Runner, Hip Fire, Reflex, Steady Hand, and OEG Scope Sight. So you just basically want to see if you can get that Braced Frame on there and see if there's any other way to boost the range. But this is actually a pretty nice roll this week. Some people prefer the Parthian Shot this week. I do not. The Small Bore and Rangefinder together could be good with Outlaw again, but I just don't like this particular pulse rifle or this archetype. It's just not very strong in my opinion, even though they buffed it. Red Dot ORA 2, Quick Draw, and OEG Rifle Scope with Lightweight and Take a Knee, but these are the perks you're going to end up running. So that is my thought for the Parthian Shot. If you were really interested in it, you can definitely pick it up. Angel's Advocate is okay this week. Honestly, life support is very nice, but no explosive rounds, so you know that I'm a huge fan of that on scout rifles, especially for PvE activities. Again, another sidearm with reactive reload, high caliber rounds, and crowd control. We do have snapshots, so we don't have that extra little range boost that we did on the other sidearms on the Anton's Rule. We're going to see a couple more after that. We've got Steady Hand, Fast Draw, and Quick Draw as well. So my best thought on this is to pick whatever sidearm you really do enjoy. And of course, those are really the only viable weapons in my opinion from the Vanguard Quartermaster. Going over here to Dead Orbit. We've got a very nice scout rifle this week. I'm going to be picking this up as soon as I get all my marks and stuff. We've got Red Dot ORA with Ranged Lens, OEG Rifle Scope with explosive rounds, full auto, Hammer Forged, Outlaw, and Crowd Control. There are so many good perks here on this scout rifle that would make it very good in PvE or PvP, especially for long range distance maps. I'm definitely going to be picking that one up. The Extremophile this week is not so great, and honestly, the only thing I see on here is the Unto Dust. It could be pretty strong in PvE. It does have Field Scout, heavy payload, and cluster bombs if you need to do a little bit more damage. But other than that, I would say that everything else from Dead Orbit is a pass this week. Going on over to our friends up at Future Workhalt. While they're still around, if you noticed in the beta, they didn't really have an upstairs area that just basically had a bunch of boxes. So maybe they moved Lakshmi beforehand because we didn't see any of the Future Workhalt or the new Monarchy stuff at the farm. Just food for thought. All right, going over here, we do have a whale, which is decent if you really want to bomb around in PvE. I definitely wouldn't use it in PvP. You'll get wrecked, especially from any kind of nice hand cannon, like a good palindrome. The Waltz is pretty good. I would think that this is a medium strong roll. It's got high caliber rounds, perfect balance, head seeker, Eye of the Storm, hip fire, red dot ORA 2, quick draw, IS, and OEG. It's a pretty good roll. It's not great, but it's strong if you would like to use that archetype. The Wounded Scout Rifle this week is a pass. I would definitely stick over to the Dead Orbit version. And again, we've got a sidearm with reactive reload, but you'll notice that it does not have crowd control, so you don't get that extra damage boost. It does have high caliber rounds, fitted stock, reactive reload, relentless tracker, steady hand IS, sure shot IS, quick draw IS as well. So a pretty good roll this week. Any of the sidearms this week, except for the one from New Monarchy, is pretty strong. And the Warpath this week is also pretty strong. It's got heavy payload, grenades and horseshoes, tripod with field scout. The only thing that this thing is missing is the cluster bombs, and it would be a PvE monster. We've got aggressive launch, soft launch, hard launch, and quick draw. You're probably not going to use quick draw. Use field scout, use tripod, use grenades and horseshoes. Would be a very, very strong roll this week. So, as we go to the main section of the tower, let's talk about the gear that is tier 12. The House of Judgment has a Titan mark from the Devils mark, which is actually a 25 100% roll from that. You just need to make sure that you have all the items that you need to pick that up. That's a pretty strong roll. I think that that is something you'd want to pick up. In addition, there is a Titan mark at New Monarchy, which is a 25-25 discipline strength roll, which is pretty good over there. Going on over everywhere else, nothing really too strong. Again, the artifacts this week from Tyra Karn were absolutely trash. I was very disappointed. We do have a Hunter cloak that is the Blade Dancer's cloak, which is discipline and strength, which is 24-25, which is a 98% roll. So very strong there. And other than that, really nothing else this week. You will notice that I am not going over to New Monarchy this week because there's nothing at New Monarchy. I'm sorry, New Monarchy fans. There's nothing over there. All the weapons are not in a good spot. So I'm not even going to go over there. I'm going to wrap the video this week. If you did like something in this video, a positive rating is greatly appreciated, and you can show that by clicking the like button and leaving some comments down below. It helps the channel out a ton. If you need help doing any of the raids, stop by my Twitch live streams, twitch.tv/manodestra777. We're going to be helping people out through the raids all this week and going up through Destiny 1 until the tower explodes and then it's completely gone. Really excited to see what is going to be happening with Destiny 2 content. And if you want even more Destiny 2 content and you want it to be clickbait free, make sure you stay subscribed to the channel here. I make it a point to not put a bunch of clickbait on the channel, and I noticed that there are a lot of YouTubers who are doing a lot of that to get lots of views. I'm just going to bring you the most up-to-date news that is actually legit, and if it's complete speculation, I'll let you know, but I'm not going to put a video out on every single bullshit thing that happens. So know that this is your source for true Destiny 2 content. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time in the universe of Destiny.